The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is... Please note, the new number is...
What up, people? So I figured while my pre-workout is kicking in, this would be a good time to talk about body type stuff, all right? So I've been on a pretty big body type tip lately, just trying to get people to really understand like how their body's working for them, even in some ways against them, but not necessarily against them, just trying to get people to understand the reality or truth about their specific body type and how their genetics and DNA play a really big part in their fitness journey or in their muscular development journey, weight loss journey, health journey, holistic health journey, period. All right, so today we're gonna talk about things to pay attention to with your body type, regardless of what your body type is. And today's topic is going to be on to not only pay attention to how you look to yourself, as far as like how your muscle attachments sit, if you have small wrists, small ankles, long, short neck, wide chest, narrow chest, wide back, smaller back, broad shoulders, narrow shoulders, etc. Legs, wider hips, wider hip placement, narrow hips, you know, things like that. Not just looking at those factors, but also paying attention to what your body does, depending on your lifestyle and depending on what you're doing as it relates to fitness. So your body type is not only how you look aesthetically, or how you perceive yourself to look aesthetically, or how others perceive you to how you look. Sorry, I feel like I repeated that shit 3 times. But it's also about what you do. So what I mean by that is someone can look on the slimmer side or smaller side. It doesn't automatically make you an ectomorph. So if you're on the smaller side or slimmer side, you have narrow shoulders, narrow hips, you look more like an athletic person, or you naturally look more like a slimmer build, or maybe even like a long distance runner or something like that. But you know you haven't been weight training or anything, and then as soon as you start picking on weights, you kind of start blowing up. Then you know, okay, maybe I'm not a hard ecto, maybe I'm an ecto-meso, or I could even be a meso, you know, once I tap into this potential. Because remember too, your height plays into it, and things, a lot of other factors play into it, of, you know, along with the genetics. So, you know, you could be naturally built, but you could have a really hard problem than most handling, you know, your calorie intake and carbs and all those things too, which again, you could fall into that blend that makes you a meso endo, or you could really, you know, just be an endo. And you know, that's why we talk about the blend types, and you know, this video may just kind of spill into us talking more about the blends, but the intent is just to let you know that to not only judge it off of how your body looks to you, but also what your body does. Because I've met a lot of endomorphs who have narrow hips, so they don't necessarily fit into the traditional endomorph that's just kind of round all over. You know, you may have narrow hips, or you may have a problem area torso specifically, or you may hold a lot of back fat, etc. And you know, you see the smaller legs and you go, okay, well, that's an ecto thing. But then you see a huge, large torso and a short neck, and you're just like, okay, that's an endo thing. So what the hell is going on here? So you want to look to the blends, of course, which we've talked about in other videos, but you also want to look to how your body naturally responds to your nutrition, how it naturally responds to your training as well. So the video won't be too long. I just wanted to let you guys know that don't get so caught up in the muscle attachments and the physical aesthetic factors for your body type. Also, make sure you're really paying attention to what your body is actually doing. I've met some ectomorphs or self-prescribed ectomorphs who didn't realize that they were ecto-meso, or like I mentioned earlier, they were actually mesotypes that have not been lifting properly, or who are new to weight training. So they're putting on muscle really quick, but they're still considering themselves skinny. So with that being said, I'm gonna actually go ahead and cut this video short and just relay the message of make sure you're not only paying attention to how you're built, how your muscles are sitting, but also pay attention to how your body responds to particular training, how your body responds to the type of food that you eat, how your body responds to your lack of sleep or lack of rest and recovery as well, and just kind of look at what your body is doing. You know, you could look like a mesomorph, but your body could really respond like an ecto or vice versa. And mesomorphs are kind of hard to, you know, really relay this message to, because you are, you know, what you do. That part never changes for mesomorph, but this is more so for the extreme types, the self-prescribed ectos or self-prescribed endos. Don't just look at how you look in the mirror, also pay attention to your lifestyle and habits to determine whether or not you're putting yourself or you're self-prescribing yourself in the right category so that you're not doing the wrong things for your fitness journey. I'll see y'all later. Peace.